Thanks to all of you for staying for the final part of this panel. My name is Melina Vassiliou. I'm from McGill, and I'm the chair. I've been the chair of the FLS committee for the past 5 years or so. And I just want to share with you a little bit about what to expect for FLS 2.0 and beyond. And I think some of this has already been mentioned, so I might gloss over a lot of it. Obviously, it's clear that laparoscopy 20 years ago is different than laparoscopy now, and our expectations of junior trainees, the things that we're capable of doing. I mean, this morning, I don't know if any of you saw this video of a robotic live donor hepatectomy, but we couldn't even imagine that when we first created FLS. So, obviously the field has evolved, and our definition of what is fundamental is very different. And so you heard from our speakers already that we've redefined, created a set of EPAs to kind of really let us know now what the skill set is that we are trying to measure with FLS. And of course, a test is given so that we can determine whether or not an individual has the knowledge and skills that we want to measure. And if it's high stakes, which is the situation with FLS, the results are really used to make important decisions. And we know how important FLS now is. It's mandated for trainees, American Board of Surgery, American Board of Obstetrics and Gynecology. So we're being very cautious in our approach and in the changes that we're making. And I just want to make that message very clear that we understand that the implications of this. And of course, we want the test to measure what it's supposed to measure at the intended level. And of course, in every test, in every field, not only in medicine, there's always updating as the field evolves and doing quality improvement of the test, which are just sort of normal things that you do when you have a test of this kind. So many of you saw this in the presidential address, this sort of overarching concept of FLS, which is now rooted in this EPA or competency-based framework. We're going to design an educational program that's really in alignment with what we know about best practices for adult learning. We want it to be interactive. It's going to be on our new OWLS platform that FLS is launching on Monday. And it hopefully will provide an individualized learning experience, opportunities for communities of learners to interact, and hopefully have real value for people who are interacting with it. We talked about the multiple choice exam and all the work that we're doing to revamp it completely. So we've written over 300 new questions mapped to the new framework, and that will be coming probably out very soon for a completely, entirely new exam. And the skills, we mentioned again, we're making some changes. We're going to be removing extracorporeal knot tying as a first step. And then beyond, and I'll talk about this a little bit more, we're working on more integrative ways of assessing some of the skills, putting more things together, and that'll be sort of more into the future. We really want the program to have value for all the different stakeholders, the people taking the exam, the people interpreting the results, and using it to make decisions. And there's so many amazing new technologies coming out now that I hope that we can leverage to make the testing experience good for the test taker, even, I dare say, enjoyable. We really, as Alan mentioned, we want to eliminate the need for travel, unnecessary cost. That's not our goal. I mean, up until now, we're still sending back the little gauzes and Penroses, by FedEx and whatever. There's got to be a more, not only environmentally and planet-friendly way of doing this, but a more streamlined and efficient way. So we really want it also to create an educational program, a curriculum, provide innovative products that program directors can implement in their programs, that need them. Some of them have a very well-established laparoscopy teaching program, and that's great. And for those of you who don't, we want to be able to provide that value. So FLS 2.0, we're going to continue to have the multiple choice exam. It's going to be a new one. And we're going to continue to test the knowledge and skills that we have redefined. And this rigorous process is ongoing. We always do forensic analyses on the exam. We always do psychometric analyses. We make sure it's still measuring what we think it is, that the pass score is what it should be. And all of this is sort of always ongoing in FLS. And now the competency-based framework, that's already now being used as the blueprint for FLS 2.0, and it'll be also the blueprint for our curriculum, which hopefully will be up and running in OWLS as of Monday. Not the new curriculum, but OWLS, as I said, new curriculum to come. We're going to remove task number 4, the extracorporeal knot, and really use the EPAs to develop different, more integrated ways of and more authentic feeling or methods of assessment that have what Carlos mentioned or alluded to, more face validity, that people can see how these relate to what they're actually doing clinically. And we're going to eventually, once FLS 2.0 is ready, which hopefully will be soon, we're going to translate it into several different languages. We have already plans for Spanish, French, maybe Korean, and hopefully many, many more to hopefully make it accessible. And also we're considering tiered pricing in alignment with what we do for membership fees to make it more accessible globally. And we're, of course, examining the potential of additional metrics and additional ways of measuring performance, including potentially even the role of artificial intelligence, which has been a huge theme in this meeting, and probably in surgical education and quality moving forward. And so in summary, we really undertook a very thorough examination of the program. We want to understand where our weaknesses and strengths are, and we want it to have value for you. We're updating certain things in a sort of iterative way so as not to compromise the high-stakes nature of the exam, and we want to improve the experience. And this has been a huge collaboration. I mean, in addition to all of the members standing before you, I really want to extend my thanks to the SAGES leadership, to the SAGES staff. You can see here, Deborah, Inga, Sarah, Heidi, Christelle, Jessica, Vanessa, and of course, under the leadership of Sally. All the subject matter experts on these brutal Zoom calls and retreats where we're going through the nitty-gritty questions, reviewing them, making sure that they, can't be misinterpreted and that they really kind of get at what we're trying to measure. And of course, all of the people who participate in our discussions at the committee level and participate in other retreats and who answered our survey, thanks to the, over 2,000 people who at least clicked on it, and to Trish Young, who is our partner at Criterion, and all the proctors, the test centers, the facilitators, the FLS champions at your institutions, and of course the test takers who provide us with feedback and who let us know how we can make this product better. And our partners, of course, the American College of Surgeons, the American Board of Surgery, the American Board of Obstetrics and Gynecology, and our vendor, Limbs and Things, who makes all the materials available to you. So I have nothing more to say for the moment. I'm excited, and I hope this will be a reality in the very near future. And we're, of course, happy to answer any questions, either online or in person, or c'est ça. Thank you.